Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Annisa Rahmi. I'm from PBI 1 2018. So now I want to answer the question. Number 1, please explain and mention briefly about the components of communication process. The components in communication, namely source, where the source referred to here is the sender or party that sends the message or information to other parties. And the next is the message. The message referred to here is the content or purpose or information to be sent by the sender to other parties or the recipient of the message. Then the channel. The channel is the medium used for the place when the message is delivered to the message recipient. In interpersonal communication or face-to-face, the channel can be air that transmits the vibration of tone or sounds. And then the next is receiver. Receiver is the party who receives the message conveyed by the parties. And the next, feedback. Feedback here is the response from the recipient of the message to the message or information it has conveyed. And the last is the rules. The rule here about how the communication will be carried out and have been agreed upon by the actors of the communication. Number 2 is, why do humans need a language? Because language is an important tool used by humans to communicate with other people. Therefore, there is no language, it will be difficult to communicate with other people. So that language is needed by humans. Number 3, please give your opinion about the periods Dutch, Japanese independence period of English, and which one do you think the best English teaching period? In the Dutch period, English was the main subject after Dutch, which was taught starting from junior high school to senior high school, and was even taught 3 to 4 times a week. And in this period, textbooks and supplementary reading were abandoned, so they could improve their English quickly by reading a number of books. In fact, teachers were paid well in the Dutch time. In the Japanese period, unlike in the Dutch period, at this time the English language was actually prohibited, and even textbooks and reading from the Dutch period had to be eliminated. And at this time, the language that was taught intensively was Japanese, not English. And the independence period. At the beginning of this period, the process of teaching English was very difficult because the Japanese had burned Dutch books, so that English textbook and dictionary were very short. However, after the World War II, Dutch returned to Indonesia again to teach English, which had previously been lost. Thus, English textbook began to appear and English Indonesian dictionary become gradually available. The teachers are also getting better because they graduate from BI. And I think the best period of teaching English is the Dutch period, because in that period um, there were so many textbooks and additional literature on English that they could improve their English quickly by reading a number of books. Number 4. In your opinion, what is the status of English compared to Indonesian nowadays? So in my opinion, based on the explanation from Huda 2000 and Harjo and Darjo Wijojo 2003, English is needed for instrumental reasons as a means of providing access to international markets, scientific knowledge, and expertise. Therefore, nowadays English is the first foreign language um, where almost all aspects use English. However, its use does not exceed Indonesian for fear of reducing the development of the national language, namely Indonesian. Number 5. Please explain briefly about the functions of English in Indonesia. Some of the functions of English in Indonesia include as a means of international communication, where English is very important in various aspects, such as education, um, trade, and others. Then, as a source of vocabulary for the development and modernization of the Indonesian language. And the next is as a means of introducing the country's culture because Indonesia has a wide variety of cultures and nature um, to be proud of, so that the presence of English can make it easier to introduce it internationally. And I think that's all for my answer. Thank you and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.